Joining us now for more insight, let's bring in Alex Bolton, senior staff writer with our partners at The Hill. Alex, thank you so much for your time here. As I said, so many Americans are getting frustrated at this point. Is there likely to be a last-minute solution, or at this point, less than 35 hours away, are we past the point of no return as far as trying to beat this deadline?
Well, lawmakers I've spoken to and my colleagues have spoken to in the Senate and the House say that right now a government shutdown appears inevitable. And that's because the Senate and House aren't even speaking to each other. The Senate is working on an extension of government funding that will go until November 17th, but that's not expected to pass until Sunday or Monday, which is past the deadline of 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. That's because Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, he objects to the $6 billion in money for Ukraine. So the Senate won't even get its bill done until after the deadline. That's the projection right now. And Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he won't even put the Senate bill on the House floor. So it looks like it's dead on arrival in the House. The Speaker narrowly passed a rule to consider the House version of the funding bill, but I just spoke with Matt Gaetz. He's a conservative rebel and critic of McCarthy's, and he says that that bill is going to fail. So it remains to be seen if the House can even pass its own CR. And so really we're at a stalemate, and what McCarthy's talking about is he wants a negotiation. That hasn't even begun yet. So I think the expectation is there could be a shutdown lasting a couple of weeks and maybe even as long as a month.
And Alex, so we hear that there's this option of a CR possibly. We have the Senate version, the House version. But then again, that's really just kicking the can down the road 30 days and we would be back here again.
Well, at least it would keep the government funded. So if you pass the CR, then you don't have shutdowns. Then Customs and Border Patrol, they do get paid. Military service members do get paid. There isn't a disruption to the TSA, the Transportation Security Administration. People who are taking airplanes, they're not going to be delayed. So certainly passing, even if you extend funding for a month or 6 weeks, makes a big difference. Yes, there are still issues to negotiate, but then you don't have a disruption of government services.
All right, Alex, who's to blame here? I mean, is this Republicans, is this Democrats, or is this blame fully bipartisan?
Well, I think the blame right now is being heaped on the small group of House conservatives who are threatening Kevin McCarthy's job. They're saying that if he doesn't back their demands for really extreme cuts in spending, and the House CR, which may not even pass today, is looking at 30% cuts for discretionary spending outside National Defense, Department of Homeland Security, outside Department of Veterans Affairs. So usually the group that's making the most extreme demands and holding the government funding hostage to get those demands met, they're usually the ones that get the blame. And in this case, we're talking about a group of maybe, 20 House conservatives. So they're going to get blamed, and I think that's how the narrative is going to play out.
All right, Alex, before we let you go here, this is something that I've talked about many times. I know you've covered many times. There's been talk about passing legislation, something to try to stop these continued repetitive shutdown threats. Because of the threat of that, it happens way too frequently for many Americans. Is there really a viable solution? Is there a way to stop this from happening every few months?
I don't think so. It's an old idea. It keeps on, you hear it every time there's a possible shutdown. Someone has a Prevent Government Shutdown Act. In fact, Senate Republicans do right now. And what they're proposing is that you just wouldn't get paid. Lawmakers wouldn't get paid to go home. They'd have to stay in Washington until something is resolved. But it really is punitive to the members themselves. And that's why they don't want to, they don't want to be stuck in Washington until something gets resolved. They could be stuck in D.C., sleeping on their office couches during Thanksgiving. No one wants that. So I don't see those proposals or that proposal going anywhere.
All right. So here we go again. All right. Alex Bolton, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.